die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, won't back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride.
Hey friends, thanks for coming back for the Thaumaturge episode 2. To recap, we left Wiktor, our Thaumaturge, and Rasputin, yes, that Rasputin, on a train to Warsaw to see Wiktor's family after the death of his father. And here we go. Welcome back. It's your friendly local neighborhood demon wrangler as we come back and wrangle some more demons. Let's head on over to look at this really beautiful title screen again. I'm just really enjoying it. I really love the red downlighting on these characters, and both the more white lighting on the side of the Salutor and the more yellow lighting on the side of our main character here. And I could literally, and I did, listen to this background music for a while. I sat in this screen preparing today for a while. So. It's raining inside, sir. We need to call your landlord. Oh, yeah, definitely need to give a buzz to that landlord. Woo, I have goosebumps. That sound design.
Warsaw!
Which are two places.
Warsaw. Time to wake up.
Good morning. That jacket.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought
Back.
of ever returning here?
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything you there about Warsaw?
Damn. The news.
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people
Fun.
were killed.
Great.
Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials.
Great.
They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade.
Pomade.
Socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
Ugh.
Newspapers
Killed the
feed our
alliteration.
sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governors, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
Sure.
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going home.
there's something I've learned in life, Wiktor, it's never to neglect the horse.
That's right.
Warsaw,
Don't neglect
head
the
on
horse.
line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
The Louvre.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
He's definitely gonna be like, so I'm staying with you, right? 100%. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. That seemed odd. Chapter 1. What am I doing here? Go to your father's funeral. Okay. Go to our father's funeral we shall.
When people unite, empires fall.
Does this say... Oops, right. We're supposed to go that way, so why don't we check out over here first? Railway Station Hall. Okay, so we can go down there. Don't stand around, keep walking. That's what I say to you. Okay. Ooh, we got a little point here. Ooh, what's this? Bukovac. Okay, so let's get this cost up. So the deed is where our Bukovac is. So we've got this pointy fellow here and this horny fellow, horned fellow down here. Go to your father's funeral. Brothers! The 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in the German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike. Put down your tools and join the fight for our future. So we can, in fact, railway station platform. The Daily Courier. Latest news. The Chief of Police of the City of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that, in connection with Their Majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. In particular, constables will look out for groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Uh-oh. Yesterday, near Reimarks Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanded that thaumaturgy is punishable by death. And protesters were intoxicated and started a fight with the police unit dispatched on the scene. Oh boy. Wanted notice to all police station chiefs of Warsaw. Beware a Buracy Nidziek, leader of the Shivs gang. Oh boy. You know, the gang of Shivs. Distinctive marks, dark circles under his eyes, signifying exceptional anger. Oh dear, I must be exceptionally angry when I am sleepy. Whoever notifies the authorities of his whereabouts or contributes to his apprehension shall be rewarded. Ooh. We got a thaumaturgy point for reading. We love that. We're rewarding academia in this game. Okay. Let's see, what else can we get up to around here? Anti-Thaumaturge leaflets. Citizen, beware of thaumaturges who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy. It's always the economy. Why is it always the economy? What? I have never worried about the economy. Like, if you're a conspiracy theorist and you're really trying to like, how am I going to get people on the side of my conspiracy? It's not the economy. I'm not worried about it. Since I've been born, the economy has been fucked. There's nothing that's going to cause me to worry about it. Okay, anyway. And thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children and the children from those degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and souls. Let us get rid of those parasites. Let us get rid of those parasites. Recent research. I can't do it! Recent research shows that thaumaturge brains are burned out from the thoughts that go against nature. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see it. I see the thing that you're doing. I see it. It's hurting me. Ah!
Shame. Shame. Shame.
All right. What else is going on over here? Southern what? Schroeder. I can't even see it for more than a second, so I'm trying to read it from my brain. And no, hello? Hello? Anybody come up for a sec? Just come up for, may I see it for a moment? May I just, Schrodemistry? When this issue of the Courier is in your hands, the ancient city of Warsaw will be receiving its most distinguished guests. His Majesty Nikolai II, the Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland, and Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Tsarina Alexandria Fyodorov... How many Dorovna. Okay, will arrive in our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw. On this long-awaited and joyous occasion, our city has taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their majesties on behalf of Warsaw and all the kingdom. Blink, blink, blink. And with that vow of loyal allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desires and lasting comforts. These arrive from His Majesty's words, who declared in his grand manifestos, that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. It's never good when there's a manifesto anymore. You don't look like a beggar. Probably a pervert then. The only two kinds of people. Several people have died in a building collapse, including respected Warsaw entrepreneur Stanislaus. Oh, that's our dad. No one seems to know the cause of the accident. Defective construction of the building or a deliberate attack. All we know is it could not have been foreseen. Shock and awe. The tenant house was inhabited by 4 families. 3 of them are now in mourning after losing their loved ones. Fuck, dude. Daddy, no. Oh, the menu. Borscht or broth. Pottage. What is pottage? Goose in jelly. Oh, damn. Saffron milk. Mocha, but with quotes. This is a fancy ass train station. Okay, I think we got everything. Choo choo. The city that does not forget.
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
Really?
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers.
Who did?
Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence
Oh,
must
fuck,
stop.
it's the Tsar.
When
He looks just like he
socialists
did in
attempt to divide
Anastasia.
Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald.
Smote.
This demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the
What?
moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None.
What is this
Whether
accent?
it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocateurs.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
I was born in Warsaw, but I'm lapsed. My name's Wiktor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first
Loudmouth.
decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
What's happening?
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Polyaki. We want that rebel. The loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
What did she drop? Oh, okay.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to this.
I have a question about the accents. We've met two characters with American accents. The random Bugs Bunny character and Wanda, who pronounced her name Vanda. Okay? The same way that Wiktor pronounces his name with a V instead of a W sound. Okay. Wiktor says he's of Eastern European origin, has a vaguely European kind of a Englishish accent. His father in a cutscene also had an Americanized accent. I am very confused about this. I hope it gets somewhat
Disturbing
explained.
the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that? I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
False.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
I'm going to take a look around.
Find a way out of the kettling incident. Okay, these are pistol bullets. Let me talk to this guy.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine? Fuck off!
Okay. Let me talk to this guy.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment. To arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Gentlemen, please, forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum. Dawaj.
A police barrier. This ordinary barrier carries the memory of a hand whose firm grip represents the determination of the one who controls it. It was the condemned commander who set up the barrier, carrying his heart and a desire to return to the warmth of his home. All he needed was a scapegoat. Interesting. The sergeant wants to call it a day and go home as fast as possible. Hey, what's up? I don't know that it's time for that. Is it time for that? Let me talk to him real quick. Late.
The corporal tell you we're going to shoot?
Make the sergeant accuse the worker. Go to the police officer into fighting. I don't like any of these options. Can I have a quick save option? Okay, let's scum. Make the sergeant accuse the worker. I think this is the one they want us to choose. However, I don't feel good about this.
Dostateczne. Should we go in and capture the worker who's mouthing off and let the rest go?
Da, sierżant. We can use anyone as an example.
Szagom marsz!
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
I wanted to thank you at our next meeting. We could use someone like you.
We who?
We? Meaning the people you were carrying ammunition for and who got you Dutch pomade for your hair.
You haven't just got pretty eyes, you know how to use them. Maybe you'll find time one day for some jam donuts at Burke Rotblitz's?
Well, there you have that. The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Oh! No cuts, no butts, no coconuts. What are you guys doing in all this filth over here? Oop, I am going the wrong way. Okay. This is like the best GPS. Just like some red dust, but it's telling me where to go. Ooh. Pick up. Ball card. Carnival ball at public casino. Before me. Sweet. We got some shit to do now. Ooh, we've been drinking, I see. Have a seat. I have not been drinking. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. I cannot go further. Okay. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yep, we are going very far away. Mermaid City's sun. Time to see a ghost. Wouldn't it be crazy if one of the things we got was our dad? Father dearest. Daddy. You guys alright? Shady guy. What are you guys doing?
What's going on here?
They're burying Satan in sacred ground.
Some of those assembled believe it to be sacrilege. Konstancja Shabowska, the Warsaw Courier. What is your opinion, considering the book at your side?
He's a tempermancer. Don't let him through.
Excuse me?
Please, quote me. That's true. The man being laid to rest was in fact Satan incarnate.
Is that so?
And now, if you'll excuse me.
No, you can't go any further.
Good manners are a waste of time.
Get that heretic with fire and sword.
Oh, well now you're gonna have to fight. Oh, I had to drag and drop. Oops. A green frame around your Salutor image means they are exceptionally effective. Okay. Where? Issue an order? Ew. Okay, so we're gonna want this one this time. Okay. Take an action. Ew. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna want this one and this one. We're gonna want to get rid of their focuses. I don't want to hit this guy. He's just an old man. And enemy reinforcements are on the way. Okay. That's fine. Owie. We got one in. If there's gonna be reinforcements, it's just time to fucking... I'm gonna gain back some of my health too. I don't want to let them hit me though. That seems... Oh. Okay, well, it is what it is. And... You are suffering, aren't you? You are. Okay, so... I'm gonna heal a little bit. No more planned actions for you, sir. Night-night. Oh, he has gun. It's never good when they think they can win with gun. Enemies can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions that can be disabled. Okay. To disable an enemy trait, attack them with a Salutor that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Got it. What is their trait? Their trait is Shady Guy. Okay. Attack with Wiktor to disable. Okay, you got it. Okay, so we're going to stick with Wiktor. This skill disables the trait. Okay. And then we're just going to do some more diversioning. Maybe we're going to do some suffering? I don't know. We just don't want to get shot today. Do not shoot me, sir. And we will continue to get back some health points. Thank you. No shooty. Ow. Let's maybe do some suffering. How about that? I have gone too, bitch.
That was so enchanting. Spectacular.
You shot him. That was so enchanting.
And them dropping like flies in the blink of an eye? Collapsing on their own, becoming delirious? Extraordinary. Can we meet for an interview?
Thank you, but I'm already late.
That part when you took out some guns and shot them in the chest, and then a ghost came out and haunted their balls? Oh my god, I was just particularly enchanted. Can we meet for scones later? Amazing. I'm getting points for reading.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Saturday, 7 a.m. Votive service in honor of Our Lady of the Rosary for the intention of brothers and sisters of the Confederate of the Holy Rosary. 9 a.m. Holy Mass will be followed by the recitation of the Litany of Loretto with a prayer for the conversation of the sinners. For the funeral? You just made it, sir. Here lies Jan Chmielek, our dear friend. In 1981, where he met his end. What he is now lies deep inside. What he was, never you mind. We almost rhymed. So close.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Okay, bye, Mordecai. I don't think he was suspicious, but like, I feel like they want him to be suspicious. I don't know.
I knew you'd turn up.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Stasha loved you in his own way.
Shut up. He was an ass.
Ligia said he found some quack healer.
Yes, thank you.
You don't recognize me, do you?
You sound drunk.
Do you remember who taught you how to shoot starlings?
Uncle Veronian, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I probably wouldn't recognize myself anymore. Go look in on your sister, she's worried. We'll talk at home.
Sister?
Wiktor, I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Fine, let's get this over with.
He looks so grumpy.
So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago.
Oh, nuts.
After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 saluters. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia because she wasn't born a boy. Me because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life. I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanislav and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Wiktor Shulsky, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
I don't think so. I intend to leave as soon as I wrap up my family obligations. I doubt we'll have time to meet again.
Who knows? Again, my condolences.
Who you?
I didn't catch your name.
Third American accent.
My name's Konieczkin. Ivan Konieczkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had.
He is not sitting on the bench. Second little quake.
I guess I'm more tired than I thought. Great-grandmother Josefina, a thaumaturge. Grandpa Nikodem, a thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
Hey, let me go back in there. Can I approach the thing? Funeral wreath. Blah, 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 blah. Your friends in thaumaturgy. Interesting. Eat dirt, Sulski. This wreath was thrown carelessly, but some time and effort went into the words in the note. Several versions were written, all of which seemed insufficiently offensive to the author. Oh, what's this? Oh, these are just all things I have not looked at. Oh boy. Little journal entries and such. Oops. Oh man, look at all this fucking red shit in here. You were closer to me than I could ever admit, and now you're gone. My heart is yearning. S.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Oh, this lady
Love
again.
at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Shabowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Shulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
The hyena. Interesting.
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually sparing you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Oh, we get to see the home. Okay. Okay. Can't go this way. Can't go under it. Can't go over it. What times we live in where people choose a pile of junk over a decent weapon? What are you talking about? I wonder how much it's gonna let me wander. Let me see. Because I've discovered it gives you experience points for reading. This gentleman is getting drunk in the street. Oh, look at the little chalk drawings. Poor chalk drawings. My mini-map has gone. The Mermaid City's sun. Okay. What does this say? I can't read it because it's in Cyrillic. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know what day of the week it is, but it do seem to be a drunken evening. It doesn't seem there's much to do. There's something. Well, we got a ticket. 1 Ordyanka Street at the corner of 2 Okyolnik. I'm doing my best. Entry ticket. Show on September. For the show on September at 4 p.m. Oh, okay. I spent half my salary drinking again. Oh, wow. I hope he means like, daily and not literally anything else, because I would be sad sad on his behalf. Ooh, that seems to be a place we can go maybe later. Is that blood? No, it's a puddle. Okay, it just happened to look like blood in the lighting. Hello. I'm just running around in the rain. Don't mind me. Me and my stabbies. Okay, well now I'm well and thoroughly lost, so... Is this where I'm supposed to go? No. Okay. Help. My perception. My innate sense of direction. I can never get lost. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. These folks are dining out. I hope there's some sort of... Oh, something to read. The Pathé. New phonograph. It does not hum, and the needle will last for many years without having to be replaced. For 32 rubles. Damn, that is, Wait, okay, hold on. Let's check the conversion rate here. You know what? I can do that later. Hey, editor me? How many rubles would that be in today money? Good luck. This was 1905. Ooh, what's this? A brochure. Dr. Campbell's Safe Arsenic Soap. Remove freckles, red spots, giving soft matte whiteness to the complexion. It can even handle strong tan. The secret of radiant skin. You will find it in all major drugstores and perfumeries. The main store is in Warsaw, in F. Zamenhof Pharmacy, 8 Iron Gate Square. Pay attention to the brand and signature. Oh, honey, what made your skin so lovely? Lovely.
Oh, this? I was using arsenic soap.
Yes, I can't help but tell you look much different than at our last gathering. The society papers hardly did it justice, I must say.
Young Mr. Shulsky, after all these years, goodness gracious, you're drenched!
Good evening.
Yeah, I was,
Evening.
using my innate sense of direction to get home.
Soaked. Come to the kitchen now. You can warm up by the stove.
Where's my sister?
In the study, already waiting with the lawyer. She said you were running late. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time.
Oh.
It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Okay. First floor. Oh, they're doing that European thing where the first floor is really the second floor. Right. Apparently, Wiktor Shulsky is back home. Men like him don't have a home. Sir, I'm literally right here. Father's portrait. Oh, he's holding his grimoire. The portrait depicts father in his twilight years. The serious expression on his face, the proud posture, and the grimoire in his hands, combined with the dark background and the lack of embellishment, it all reflects the strictness and pragmatism he always had. However, the faint red streak can be seen around his figure. Apparently, artists are particularly sensitive to seeing things that usually escape the human eye. This one should receive double annulment for capturing the thaumaturgic aura. Petya Voronin. Hi.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Petya, forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are
Great.
you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
Oh, okay. So he's got heart problem. Lots of photographs in the room's basement. How do I get in there? Oh, there's a door. Okay, Baronin. The liquor recipe. Okay. Let's see. Pour a pot of ripe, duly pickled quince fruits? What is a quince fruit? Quince? Wait, how do you... Oh, a quince. Okay, I've only ever heard this said. Okay, quince. Quince, not a quince. Okay, quince. Scrap the whole thing. Edit this out. Get rid of the whole thing. My editor better not embarrass me. It's me. What does a quince taste like? Citrusy, but gentler and without the sharpness of a lime or lemon. I want to eat a quince now. Pour a pot of ripe, duly pickled quince fruits into a 4-gallon demijohn and pour in a light cooled syrup. Okay, now where do we get the light cooled syrup? With 6 pounds of sugar and 2 gallons of water. Add 10 pieces of amber? Okay, that's got to mean something else. Stir perfectly and add half a gallon of your best spirit. Okay, so you've already got... Oh, it's a liqueur. So you've already got to have liquor. All right. Seal in place in a moderately warm place out of the sun for 10 days, stirring several times per day, shaking the demijohn. After 10 to 12 days, when the clumps have sunk and the liquid is completely clear, pour into bottles, cork tightly, and keep cool in a dry cellar. Interesting.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quince.
I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Wait, what did I say before?
I don't want to trouble you either.
Quince?
Wiktor,
I said quince before.
Could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
Treasure. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's swap. Because we're not live streaming, there's no chat. Let's give the game some more, into the basement to look for liquor. Oh. Pinot Noir from Oregon. An inability to articulate, brought on by great surprise, clings to the bottle. It was difficult to mouth even a word of gratitude for the unique gift. Words got stuck in the throat, despite an adoration for this particular liquor. It is a favorite beverage, but an unwelcome gift. From Lykia. I wonder who got it for her. Mother's portrait. Okay. A portrait of Mother from her youth. She stands proud, wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulders. Her long, dark hair flows down her back, and she glances at the viewer with a piercing smile. Bare skin and a frivolous hairstyle. That's not how I remembered her. Thaumaturge point! Let's see. What do we get? Agony. We are the night. Great. The quince liquor. Here's your bottle, sir.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Sure did.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
Nope.
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive.
Yeah, but he was a
What
dick
then?
to me.
Am I drinking alone?
Drink too. An easy death.
I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry. Pistachio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
Sure. I need another moment.
You'll have to wait for me a moment yet.
All right, but hurry up.
Should I just keep drinking? Okay. Up we go. Let's go. Is this my room? Serious photo. Straight back, stern expressions, noses in the air. Two boys that are just trying to meet everyone's expectation. Definitely snooping now. Message from mother. Dear child, stop. It is with great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislaus' death. Stop. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. Stop. My duties in Paris keep me from traveling to Warsaw at this moment. Stop. I will join you both in mourning and sorrow. Stop. Mama. Dear sister. Oh. This is my letter from Rome in July. I'm writing you because sleep eludes me. As I wrote before, I've found a suitable candidate. However, I'm still struggling to reach his flaw. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him. Vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. W. Yeah, P.S. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. Duties in Paris. That's rich. Hard to expect anything else coming from you. Thing. A writer, you say. My letter from Paris, November 1896. Sister of mine, I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommend I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Reeford Morton, whose last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. A very interesting case. He spends his days hunting for the moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them. He says it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord. But I don't think he means the Savior. I cannot yet reconstruct all the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that's impossible. It probably happened only in my mind. But it was so clear. He, as the king of hell, with his host of demons, with the shadows of his penchants, called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop here. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. Oh, okay. This is where I'm supposed to go. Sorry, hold on. I'm busy. I'm busy snooping. No evidence that all demons are salutors. Batham, false lead. Fusil, false lead. Anton claims to have subjugated Oribos, mere boasting. Expected to take on the form of a wolf with the wings of a griffin and the tail of a snake. Okay. Okay. Now we may start. Maybe. Is there anything interesting over here? Maybe? Possibly? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it.
I am ready, Mr. Shulsky. I only need all of you to be present.
I'm ready.
Can we start reading your father's will?
Let's do it. Tell me his will.
Yes, let his will be done. Again.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat?
I am
Ladies
sick.
and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My
Good
last
job.
will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
Okay, we'll shut our mouths.
Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia Shulska.
Good job,
Immediately after my
Ligia.
death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Lygia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Let's just be patient. I feel
I
it.
would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Wiktor Szulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire.
Oh boy.
In the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament.
Oh, they're Jewish.
Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Szulski used it up until his death. Yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Oh boy.
Meaning it's disappeared?
Oh dear.
Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way.
Okay. Let's start with this.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
Okay. Where did this happen?
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
It seems kind
I
of rough.
foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him, myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person, to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitas, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Let's start at the top.
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could.
Sure
This
could.
is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Let's just work our way down the list. Let's ask about Father's things.
And where are father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself. I don't want you to go in there before I finish.
That's fair.
As you wish.
Okay. What about, these other two people?
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other idea?
Last one.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
What do you need, baby? What do you need?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia, I'm sorry it happened that I wasn't.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Oh, can
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The lone shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
All right, well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for hanging out. Also, my editing software had some issues with the audio. I'll see if I can fix it in the next one. Thanks for being patient.